if you're constantly criticizing, right? If you're not pouring into her by saying, look, you beautiful, you're the most beautiful woman I ever saw. Why don't you think you're beautiful? You're absolutely gorgeous to me. And leading with also effort, not just what you're saying, then maybe she can feel beautiful, right? And then you can bring that inner beauty out of her and that confidence out of her, right? So likewise, when your man is down, right? When he's down and out, he's depressed, he's discouraged. What he actually needs is uplifting. And he needs for you to motivate him, for you to speak life into him.
I think I've been trying to do that.
Well, you got to do it nonstop. When you're somebody's wife, you can't stop it. You can't say, well, I'm tired of doing that now. Now let me tell you who you really are. So right now, mind you, right now you're saying the type of man he is. Why don't he elevate? Why don't he do this? The way a woman encourages her man is not like that. It's by speaking life into him. I feel you're better than this.
I tell him that all the time. I
but
know
it has
you're
to
great.
be. It can't ever be this.
I know you're great. I know you're.
Do you see how you about walked away when you
everything.
said that? Because you're to the point to where you are hurting, you're in your emotions, and it's what you're trying to pull out of him ain't coming out of you in the best way. So you're wanting, after what you say, that it sharpens him, that he's the man you want him to be. But the things that you're saying, they're tearing him down. Now they're coming from a place of where you want to see the greatness in him. But the words that you're using to get the greatness out of them is tearing them down, because you're saying things like...
Well, when you use the great words, no matter what words you use, it's not working. So what
but
do
you
I
have
do?
to keep using them. Just like a man would have to keep telling his wife she's beautiful.
Into me,
right?
You know, like I be fucked up every day too.
Again.
But I still get up off my ass and I do everything.
If both parties are not going to understand that they have things going on and they need each other, so they have to separate the anger and animosity that they have for each other, so they can give each other what they need. You're not going to be able to work through this. Now, if you love your husband, you love your marriage, outside of the financial issues, outside of you guys not being able to see eye to eye right now, you got to be willing to say, okay, I got to learn a better way of talking to him. Yes, I want different from him. Yeah, I want better from him. And y'all might be able to say that on both sides, but there has to be a way to deliver that information and the other person constructively.
Yeah,
and
my
not
daughter
feel
says
like
that I
something
have a
tears them
bad
down.
way of saying things. She knows I mean well, but the way it comes out, I don't know how. Look, the streets raised me, so life has always been harsh. So I don't have any other deliveries but than what I have.
Well, that's
You
why
know
you have to. That's why you have to work.
Like
on it.
Nobody's been non-abrasive with me. It's been real facts. This is what it is. Get your shit together, and that's what I've had to do in my life.
Well,
you know, it's been hard knocks, and it's not been soft. So I don't know how to be soft like that.
I understand.
I say what it is. I can't beat around the bush and pussyfoot.
Here's what I'll say to you, and you as well. Okay, you can take
And
the
it's
time.
not from a place of non-love. It's
No, I
I
hear you.
deeply
I hear
love.
you. If you don't take the time to sharpen how you deal with your partner, sharpen how you can be, because I say man frame, woman frame is maintaining patience. No matter how upset your partner makes you, you still have to speak with love. If you're not doing that, what you're going to manifest is an argument. So you're going to be there all day, probably for several, because we're refusing to work on those things by saying things like, hey, I just call it like I see it. I'm just not soft like that. I just don't talk to people like that. Hey, if you're adopting these things as your personality, that's fine.
Babe,
but
didn't I just buy us these 2 books?
I have a greater book for you than any of those. It's called The Emotional Terrorizer.
Well, we gotta read it together,
though. We can have a book club, and we can set up because I'd love to work with you guys through these issues. Because I can guarantee you guys, over the smallest issue, you probably argue for days on end, not being able to see eye to eye. And probably while you're talking about one specific issue, a million other issues get brought into it, and it's difficult to even find your way through it all.
No, honestly, we don't argue like that. We argue, then we get quiet.
Well, when you guys have a conflict, because right now that seems to be happening.
That's how it happens.
So watch this, guys.
It's a small thing, and then even, her mom says it sometimes, like this small thing that you could be discussing or whatever, all of a sudden there's a million things, just like right there in the interview.
Right.
It's like all the interviews she's been doing. A million things just get poured on one little tiny thing.
And that's why I'm trying to uncover them so we can focus on this one thing. Because if we fix it, you'll find that y'all don't contend so much. Understanding your partner, what's happened in the past has happened. No need in arguing about it. You can't change how your partner feels about it. And so just deal with your partner and how they feel. There's no right and wrongs here. So often when a man comes to his wife about an issue, she's trying to not be wrong. When that's irrelevant. Morals are irrelevant here. Your partner's only talking to you about how you made them feel. So, and before we go there, let's get to some more of the video here, okay? We're at the part to where he starts off saying, that's messed up, that's messed up, that's disrespectful, right?
I mean, you know, I know you want to keep going back to the video. We have problems, we
Sure,
have
we do.
issues. I think we need to just have counseling and figure them out. Going back and forth to the video isn't going to help us figure out our problems.
Trust me, it will. Trust me, it will. I promise you. This short video is very telltale. It's very revealing. So if you don't mind, let's just watch it. Take
I'm
2 minutes
tired
of
of
our
watching
lives.
it.
I'm sure you are. But from this perspective, it'll be very good for you to kind of soak up this information, just so you can see yourself in the heat of that moment.
I've
Now,
seen myself a lot of times.
So
Can
just
we
try this with me.
discuss?
Try this with me. As you saw yourself, right? Or as you was in that situation, you know how you felt in that situation. You know you felt like, obviously being a little petty. You felt like he hadn't been listening to you. You felt like, why am I even having to argue when I did what I could do to save this family? We're in a better situation. Why are you even arguing about it? I want you to remember all the feelings you felt at that moment. But I want you to actually see the video and realize the experience you was inviting upon him. It's just real simple. Let's start from the rest of the video, okay, guys? Let's go back.
I'm telling you, that's fucked up.
Wait, no, calm. But you're not gonna say fuck me or that's fucked up. It's not fucked up.
You recording me? What the fuck you doing?
Listen, it's not fucked up, and
What you mean it's
we're
not
going
fucked
to.
up?
Okay, look. So, I
It's
have an
disrespectful, first
OnlyFans
of all.
page, and he's mad because he's just now finding out about it.
Of course I'm mad at you just finding
But-
out about it.
Okay. All right, so your first response was, don't you say fuck me, or don't say that's fuck, that's fuck. So notice how he said that's fucked up, Keith, that's fucked up. What you were more focused on was that it wasn't fucked up. When
No,
what
it's
he was
not
trying to-
fucked up. When
Right,
there's
so-
other shit that he got going on that's fucked
Right,
up.
but so what he said is that it's messed up, you didn't tell me. So that's his perspective of it.
Mm-hmm.
What you're thinking is, no, it's not messed up that I didn't tell you. So now here's the contention. He just
Mm-hmm.
wants you to know that that is disrespectful and messed up that you didn't tell him.
Mm-hmm.
If you're on the other side saying it's not messed up, then now he has to convince you why it is, when that should be something that's acceptable. That
Mm-hmm. Right.
you understand he sees that as fucked up. Now, it may not be after you explain it all, right?
Mm-hmm.
But where he sees it as is just fucked up, right? So you start to walk off and you say, well, he's angry because I started doing the OnlyFans without him knowing. That shows that you knew why he was upset. And what did he say? Of course, that's why I'm angry, right? So that right there, you didn't validate him. You're saying that, yeah, I did that, and you don't have a right to be angry. And when you're saying, hey, he's angry because it sounds like you're condescending, like that's no reason to be upset, right? And maybe you feel that way, but at that moment, you have to listen to your partner. This is how they feel. You're not necessarily wrong yet. Just hear them, take it in, and then you can know your partner's upset. Okay, I understand how you feel. Let me talk to you about why I didn't tell you. And maybe you guys are not having this heated argument. You understand what I'm saying? Does this make a little bit of sense to you? Let's just play the video, guys.
I'm not doing it with anybody but myself.
It
So why
don't
should I have to
matter.
tell you
It
my
don't
choice, my
matter.
body,
I'm
my
your
body, my
lover.
fucking
I'm your lover.
choice?
I'm your-
Okay, so as you guys can see, the next thing that she said is, I'm not doing it with anybody but myself. Now, I believe you're saying that because you're letting him know it's not like I'm cheating on you. It's not like I'm sleeping with other men.
Right. It's not like
Now,
I'm doing what you're doing.
Absolutely. So, whatever that means. All right, but anyway, it's not like he's that you're cheating necessarily. You're letting him know that. So you're saying, hey, this is just something I'm doing with me on the camera. But the fact remains is it was without telling him. So that's not gonna change the fact that it was without telling him, nor make him feel better about you not telling him about it. So I'm sure he knows right now it's just you on there. And also you go in from that to it's my body, my choice. But at this point, you guys are married. You're married. That doesn't sound good when you tell your husband it's my body, my choice. What that sounds like is I don't have to be accountable for any decision that I make, regardless of how it impacts you or anybody else, because it's my body and my choice. When you're married, things do have to be talked about. It's a sacred union. You guys are saying that sort of my body is yours and your body is mine. And you guys are willing to sacrifice for each other that autonomy of all your decisions being your own, like as if you were single. Now, I'm thinking that on any other day where you are not absolutely upset and going through this, you know this, because there's a debt of loyalty and things that you would give your husband. There's a certain way you're going to carry yourself because you're married.
Yeah.
But at that day, you felt like you were being grilled. And so now you're fighting for your rights, right? It's my body, it's my choice. This is something that people say in the world, right? But it's not something that married couples should be saying back and forth, if that makes any sense to you, right? He could say my body, my choice when it comes to